All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for the final. First game, Josh Filler, Pijus Labutis. Filler won the first set, giving Labutis his first loss. Does he come 2 rails here, probably? Very nice. There you have it, opening rack from Josh Filler. Wants to improve just on the break. Everything else was really good. In the last match, I thought Pijus played a great match as well. Pijus never had the lead in that first set, though. Trailed 3-0 before catching him at 3, but Josh kept the lead from there. See if any adjustment. Looks like the cue ball's much further inward, so definitely playing the 1. Yeah, much more. I think the first match he was trying to play the corner ball, or let's say both, the 1 and the corner ball. He had some success. Looks like he can come 2 rails right into the 8 here, cutting the 2. Has to use a little bit of right English, but I think it's fairly natural. Yeah, just like that. And the thing about that is when you have that ball, go ahead and put a little more committed stroke like Josh did, knowing you're going to use the 8 to hold the cue ball. You don't have to hit it so easy. I knew he overran that. Now he's going to look at a 2 rail stun between the 8 and 9. Could leave a real awkward one to get on the 6, so he may consider the 4 in the corner. Play maybe a 3 rail position shot off the 5. He's still going to play for the side. He's going to take on the corner, so we're going to get some cue ball movement here. He's gotten pretty steep, but very good at this pulling the ball with low outside. Wants to kind of slowly draw 1 rail between 8 and 9, like that. Pretty scary stuff from Josh so far in this set, getting the break going. Just gotta love the way he keeps it simple. Pijus just waiting patiently. Yeah, definitely changed his break spot here, so not the corner ball, the 8, maybe a kiss on the corner ball, but definitely more of the 1 coming across the spot with the cue ball. It's going to get a lot of traffic here, and it's going to be a push-out situation, so we're going to get to see Mr. Labutis in the final set of the 2024 Derby City Classic. He's going to challenge, and the reason why he can, or somewhat of a challenge, is I don't think the 3 passes the 4. I couldn't imagine him challenging Pijus if the 3 did pass the 4. So I think it'll be some kind of double bank the 2 to the end rail, try and run the cue ball behind the 3-7-4. Looks pretty natural overall. Yep. He played it with an outside spin, really trying to get the most out of everything here, and it's going to work out real well, I think.
All right, Jeremy. 2-0 already?
Yeah, Filler with a couple runouts.
I walked down to get a cup of coffee. Oh, Lord.
Coffee smells pretty good, too. Don't worry. All right, trying to really edge this one. Wow. How's the eyes at the late hour?
Appreciative audience here, yeah.
Cue ball moved about, I don't know, 10 feet off that little chip where the two moved over about 3 inches.
Yeah, it has to be paper thin. And Josh is laughing. Hit it a little better than I thought I could.
Yeah, well, the last out was really sweet from Josh. Kind of a little bit got himself out of line, but again, accepted a shot, made a real nice one to get out. All right, easy to whiff this one a little bit. Yeah, this is just that type of shot.
He had to have a ton of spin, which meant it's going to masse because he's slightly elevated, and then judging that, you almost, if you hit it pure, you can make the ball, but way more often you're going to miss the entire ball doing that. So you almost have to swerve to play safe, which is distasteful. But
all right, he's trying to come 2 rails down for the premium position on the 3. Doesn't want to have to deal with the 8.
Real good shot.
He's a little off angle, but he may draw between the 8 and 9 back out. We'll see. Now he's looking to see if the 4 goes long.
And he can also follow off the inside. He's got some options here.
He may play the 4 up long with the 5 so accessible. I mean, he's really in that mode. Just give me a look. It feels like.
Right. And you don't want to run out of position. If you have easy position, you want to take it and just be a shot maker from there.
Yeah, and what else would anyone tell him? I mean, hey, just roll forward and just knock in another one over here, the 4 ball.
And virtually never misses this shot. That's the other thing. It plays right into his strength. Just roll it down there.
All right, got a little funny here. Don't know if he can beat the side or not. I guess he can. He's not really taking much time. So this should be pretty perfect. And he's definitely changed his break, pulled the cue ball more towards the center mark, playing just for the one on the side, and pretty scary so far.
Yeah, he got out of those break cues late in the set, last set.
And he's going to fall behind this one, one of the more awkward shots in the game.
Played the majority of the set breaking with his playing cue.
Yeah, if you're applying a lot of spin, that's why. The players will want the leather tip more than maybe some kind of synthetic of some sort. Oh, man. You know how few can hit that ball so subtle like that, let alone after playing a day straight? Or let's say we'll try to hit it that subtle. They'll usually want to put a little more on it.
Quickly 3-0. Wow. Jerry Bryseth is ringside.
Yeah, a few have shown up with coffee and donuts, I think.
All right.
Just getting up on this Sunday morning.
Back 4, deliver break 3-0.
Yeah, a little long there, but that's the first time he's missed it. And we'll see if Labutis can get something going. I don't know if he has much of a look at the one at all. It's real close to get between the 5-9, and even if he can, I don't really think there's many options there. Maybe a 1-2 combo. 4-7's jammed up in an ugly manner down table. So it was a little like this in the first match where Josh got some runs, but Pijus had to really earn some games at the beginning to get things going, and he did so. But man, he has to go for the combo here, right? I mean, if he's shooting at it, there's nothing else really.
No.
Oh, the one went. Excuse me. All right, Mark, 4-7. What do you do? It's really nasty.
I guess you got to get underneath the 4, and if you don't like where you fall, it's a stop shot safety and pin it to the 7.
Yeah, and I think he'll come on the 3 to where he may get a 1-rail stun angle to go into him.
Yep.
Or get behind it.
Well,
Now,
I think if he
Yeah.
doesn't get the breakout, he gets behind it.
Yeah, I would just go 1 rail, though. I wouldn't shove it 2 rails, I don't think. I mean, if you like the shot, like a middle right English stun kind of.
Yeah, it looks like you want to miss it on the wide on the 4-ball
Oh,
side.
he got
Okay,
behind
he
it
purposely played to get behind it.
He's going to get thin.
Yeah.
So it ain't going to be a stop your ball safety. He's
No.
going to have to kind of maneuver here.
Yeah, right now he's running a risk-reward analysis. Do I want to even shoot at this 4 for the corner, or do I want to try to work the cue ball for a safe?
Man, the safety's on.
Okay,
he was
he was able to make a stop still. Included some left spin on the cue ball to check it up.
Well, he left a tough kick. He's got hit softly if he goes the route he's looking.
It's ugly each way. This
is tough. The 8's got him blocked off the natural 2-rail angle, so he's going to have to manufacture. He's going to hit it higher with more of a straight ball.
Right. And Josh has missed his last 2-rail kicks entirely.
This one you got to give it time to open a little bit with the top English. Yeah.
Okay, 0 for 3 on 2-rail kicks, but that one I can't really fault him on at all because it was an unnatural approach. You can create and manufacture, but that was not an on-angle 2-railer.
Yeah, really. I said a second ago, really deja vu of the first set. Filler with a 3-0 lead. Pijus kind of battles for that first game. Should get on the board. Really perfect here, right, Mark? Just kind of a stop, maybe stun forward an inch, and you can draw by the side coming down for the 8. Gonna fall a little straight.
Yeah, pool's not easy. Now he's got to work the pocket a little bit here to get into the side if he can. Looks like he can he can wobble it into the pocket here, go over to the side. No, he's drawing. So
I might just play for the side myself,
Okay.
but no, he got it out. Nice.
yeah, good hit. All right, he's on the scoreboard now, and he needs to make his break, do something positive for him.
Yeah, he broke pretty well overall, but didn't produce a ton of shots. A couple of them, he missed position on a couple of those racks, but boy, what an out with that one ball he squeezed in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these guys are both playing crazy good. 10 consecutive days of pool culminating in what now has to be close to a 24-hour session here of high-level pool against the best players in the whole field, one after the other.
Yeah, well, they've definitely been up more than 24 because they all had to play early yesterday somewhat. So,
Right.
So, they were prepared getting up.
Two 26 years olds battling it out here at the end.
Nice to be young, huh, Mark?
Well, I don't know
Oh.
about you, but I'm in my prime, Jeremy.
Well, I can say I'm not. But that's okay. Well, you spoke of the break, and really the first dry break I remember from Pijus. But
And good ball action anyway.
yeah, man, you end up playing a 2-9 here if he gets good on it. Why not try to get good on it? Because you have access to the 2 or the 3 anyways.
I think it's out far enough. I don't think he's playing the 2-9.
Well, I mean, the 8-9's a tough.
Oh, I
2,
see.
yeah.
Down the road,
I'm
yeah.
saying if he would have fallen
Yeah.
on it, so I think he would have had a peek at it for sure. Yeah, he'll just end up playing the 8-9 combo.
And it's laying pretty good for that, too. Especially if you can get the cue ball from the 7 across the table. Doesn't look like the 9's frozen on the overhead. If
No.
that's the case, then it plays pretty big.
No, it's perfect, actually. It's not totally real close to the rail, but, you know, not too far off. And the 7's real nice to get somewhat close to the 8 one way or another.
Look out, look out. Shoo. He rubs his eye. Yeah, once it gets that close, it's out of the player's control. They can be good with probably about a half a diamond within the side pocket.
Yeah, you end up a little short there, so should be okay. Just may have to make a decision. Do I want to play the 7 from long? Can he hold it, or does he have to go to the rail? I think he goes to the rail here.
Yeah, I think he comes just above the 8 rather than below the 8, just across to the middle. Yeah, like this. Oh, boy. He is in really good form. Total control, perfect angle.
And this one won't be babied, but it certainly won't have a lot of speed.
Oh, I thought he missed it there. He did not hit it the way he meant to. 4-1 is our score, but he hit it well enough to score it.
Yeah, he's just...
And that was a quality run out from a dry break there.
Yeah.
Do some stuff. Sorry, Jeremy.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, just one of those special guys that for some reason, you know, the way they strike the ball just opens the pocket up a little bit more. And there's the TPA 972 did finish the last one at 922, I think. 975 or 6 the match prior.
Well, these are unprecedented numbers, you know, and especially given the level of fatigue that exists for both players. You can definitely see they're struggling a bit with fatigue, but they're fighting it off pretty darn well.
Yeah, they're throwing big blows here late. It's the 15th round, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But again, Pijus really faced with a much more demanding rack. Got a shot on the 1, but look, the 3 to the 4 to the 5. The 1's no cupcake either. He's got to work the cue ball. Yeah. Certainly one you can get a hair jabby on, and that's one of the few that has gotten the best of Pijus. Well, Josh is going to have to play probably from underneath the 4. The good thing is the 3's pretty handy to do so. It's got to go just a little, just to make things a little easier. Definitely end up a little short of his mark.
Oh,
boy, have
boy,
to play
yeah.
from above.
This is tough and tough. I mean, not one thing. He's going to have to go 3 on this side, 4 on the other side, right near the side pocket, and then come back and do something with the 5 and get beneath it, I guess.
Yeah,
He did real good there.
Yeah, he's got an ideal here.
That's the same place you'd put it if you had ball in hand, I think.
Yeah, I don't think the point's a problem here. He was just kind of sizing up a combination on the 5. I still think he'll come behind the 5. This is where you want to stay away from much English. Oh, it did slow it down a little bit.
Didn't get far enough. Did a lot of good things there, but it was just that difficult too that you could any kind of little hiccup at all, and it just won't work out.
All right, smart here to not use the rail. A lot of people want to roll to the rail there, and that's just more cue ball movement. If you get used to just that little soft stun behind it, you're going to be more successful. And it's not always going to be froze like the going to the rail will, but you're never going to be letting up on it and end up short or overrunning.
And that's a shot that people don't practice but should. Just that you think just moving the cue ball over there a ball's width or so on a shot is no problem. You think it's easy, and you're wrong.
Yeah, it's all, you know, doing it because you realize you got to hit the ball full. It's about slowly moving over. It's kind of like playing one pocket. A lot of when coming off a ball, they want to cut it more to promote the movement, and then it gets away from you. 2 rails lightly here. I do like the effort, but Josh is going to get a little bigger lead. Didn't ever have this lead in the first set. Overall breaking much better here in this set. kind of feel at any moment could have been Pijus' last inning.
Yeah. My good partner, Danny DiLiberto, he always just say, imagine having to play this guy for 30 years. You know, try to make a living. And Danny had some funny things. Hope he's doing well. Health is declining, I know that.
He's a tough guy, though.
He is. Remarkable guy. All right, it's going to be 5-1. Filler playing a 9:57 clip. Imagine that.
Yeah, there's only 5 banners given every year, right?
Yeah.
He's looking to try and hold 4 of them here. Pretty amazing. Yeah.
There's our stats, break stats.
60%, batting 600. All right, better with the 1 there. Definitely made the 1. I think would be 4 out of 5 times. This 2 got really ugly. Can he even roll out? Because the 6 may be wired.
Yeah, it's close.
I mean, up table, I think you can definitely throw it. So he's going to have to roll out on the end rail or just a little sliver of this ball. Is he looking to? Okay, maybe it didn't. Maybe it's too risky to try and throw it.
Oh, he's putting the 7 up by the 3. I like the idea.
Yeah, this has got to be. I mean, this has got to be throwable. I mean, to me, it's not that far away from the pocket, is it? I mean,
It looks to me like it's possible. But I mean, Filler would clearly know it's not frozen, so maybe Filler feels like you can't throw it in there.
Yeah, and the cue ball's going to run.
Got to look at it. Yeah, it wouldn't.
Well, he wasn't trying to make it. He was.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was makeable, he was going to shoot it because.
I thought that was a touchy safety, really, to be honest with you. Because you're worried about the 2 coming back a little. You know, if you hit it with a lot of speed right there.
Right.
So I don't know.
No, it was clearly. I mean, look, he didn't get safe, so I know what he was trying to do: get the cue ball on the other side of the 3 and 9. But touchy is the word.
Yeah, and he's been real good on the safeties.
Just what you said too, Jeremy. That how he gets through the ball smooth there. He didn't jump on that thing, and rub the 3 open. Yeah,
and he is definitely a striker, but someone that does get through the ball also. Now he doesn't get through like Gorst. I mean, it's not his stroke to go through that far, but he definitely gets through the ball. Like all the greats, carries a little uniqueness in a few ways. Very straight though, right, Mark?
Oh, very flat too. He gets his tip hits where he's intending it to hit.
And he's going to pull this tight of the 8, I think. May fall underneath the 7.
A little too casual there. He's going to make a big shot. Yeah, you got a little hasty. You didn't need the 4th rail. It'd be different if the 7 ball was down another half a diamond. Then you can just let her go.
Yeah, the 8 passes the 9, so as far as pockets should be okay.
Great shot.
May get up for the side. We'll see. A little 50-ish, but especially in the late hour.
Yeah. Look at that hit. Beautiful. With control. Well, there's one thing, suppose this match concludes with Filler winning it. There will legitimately be no question about who the best player is here this week.
Oh, yeah.
He'll have won 3 events, right, and finished 3rd the other one.
That's right.
So
that is correct.
Oof.
6-1 our score.
And playing in the 900s after 24 hours, so mid 900s, unheard of. This was on the All right.
Track 8, go over break.
Okay, balls are not cooperating by going in freely on the break like they were.
And by far the nicest starter for Pijus here. First shot, really, if he can get on the 2 properly, the rack really opens up. He's going to need something friendly here, Mark.
I don't think he got it. That's not even going to be easy to play safe from.
Yeah, and he needed to go one side or the other with inside or outside. He kind of just went straight top and maybe a little unlucky to fall just on top of it, but he had a 1 ball that was difficult after another dry break from Josh where he jawed it, and Josh, of course, did his thing, but so I'm not sure what he's pointing at over there. Is he going to chip this ball here and try and just drag the cue ball over?
It looks like it.
This is pretty touchy.
Yeah, you're going to shoot right into this. Oh, I see. That was a good idea.
Really good kidding there.
My. Nice touch, nice feel. Maneuvering the object ball and getting the cue ball there from that range, not that easy.
I like this route here. Yeah, hit right there. You come off this with a high ball, come across the 2. The high ball should catch, and you run the cue ball between the 5-9. I don't think he has to jack up, really.
Just when I clipped the lower hemisphere of the 2, he caught it a little heavy. It tangled up on the 3.
And dead snookered him.
Things are going pretty good for Josh Filler.
Yeah, and he's got to kick at this 3 rails, I think, and just slowly.
Ugh.
I know, but
man.
I mean, it's
the
long rail's okay, but I mean the 6 is kind of impeding a little bit.
No.
I really think the 3 railer and just take the shot from there. I mean, if you can't shoot it with a lot of speed, you won't escape there. You'll probably follow it in.
Right. Oh, he went with speed.
Little escape, not much. But no matter what, even if you clip it, it hugs, and so.
Yeah. When he hit it at that speed, if he hits it full, he's scratching for sure. He's got the wrong side spin, even if he was inside the jaws, it'll work its way in.
Yeah, and quite possibly he liked keeping the line on the cue ball with that speed. Possibly some would. Boy, he's got to just roll this by the 4. Another touchy one when you're tired.
Yeah, a lot of things got to happen good here.
Yeah.
I mean, no fault of his. That's how ugly the shot was he had to play. And if you're just a whisker off, it looks hideous. It looks like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, and, Josh, a little fortunate with the kick. Looks like he's cutting this in the side. No, maybe not. He's down on the ball a long time. Josh, a little fortunate with the kick on the 2, and
right.
Pijus did all he could to get at it.
He did.
Made a great kick shot, but.
Yeah, really, the score does not indicate the quality of play in either set here by Pijus. Josh, he's really disappointed that he didn't come across further.
Might put him behind the 7 here. Very good at this shot. Lets the English just kill the ball off the second rail. It'll slide just a little bit behind the 7.
Boy, did you say he was real good at that shot, Jeremy?
Oh, yeah, real good.
I guess. Wow. Okay, and look at this. He's got everything kind of cut off with that hit. I mean, yes, maybe you can warp it back in there, but anytime you have to manufacture an angle rather than a natural route, that's about as good as you can do from where Filler was.
He's going zigzag Z shot. Because if he puts any left, that other one he was looking at opens up. I thought he might try and jump a sliver of the 7, but good try. But I tell you, it's just that good a safety.
That was. Really slippery. That Z thing on a new cloth is tough to judge.
Pretty good discipline there. A lot of players, especially in the late hour, would have just rolled that and played for the corner.
Very good.
Yeah, that one there with the dry break, that was really the opportunity to get something going for Pijus. And first shot didn't work out from the 1 to the 2.
No, then he got tangled up. He actually hit a really good safety from where he ended up, and you can't fault him for playing to the 2 the way he did because he didn't want to miss the 1, trying to get perfect position, and it wasn't easy. Figures to come out if you just go straight down there. Even if you bump the 2, a lot of times you end up with some type of shot.
Yeah, we'll see what type of push-out's coming here from Josh. One doesn't pass the 6. 1-6 combo, a little playable there, so may roll out and pocket the 2.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about that
and
too.
Just lay there for an edge on the 1. It's not the worst thing in the world. He's going to play something that looks like, you might bang the 1 around the table, kind of stun forward. May roll on the 6 from where he rolls out. I'll tell you, that's the one difference, and it would be every now and again back in the day, but when I first started playing on the Pro Tour, when people pushed out, you were almost always on the rail with the cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
I hardly ever remember being where you could cue the entire ball. And a unique situation here and there, of course, but
when you broke in, all of us had just concluded playing every shot's 2-shot push out. So we were wicked good on that aspect of it. Because I watch modern day guys today, they really don't know how to play the rule, but they haven't played it that much. It just comes up and they just push it out there. The guys that really played it, and when you did play 2 fouls, ball in hand, you saw much more beautiful runouts because guys could gamble. And you'd see many more 3-4 rack runs because you could take on a thin cut to get a breakout, and if you don't, you can protect yourself with a push out.
Yeah, there's he's going for the combo. But he's trying to play the 2, though. That was a 2-way, don't by design.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think what we're seeing here at the Derby as far as the push out, Mark, is a lot of these players push out to jump a lot. And in today's game, and we don't have the jump cues here this week, so that's got to go a little. Got to go. I'm not going to get there. So an opening from a little bit of nowhere, something we didn't expect. No rail there from Filler, but yeah, no jump cues, so they're a little more maybe scratching their head on the push out at times. Ooh, first shot, still not very.
Didn't get to the rail, got a little low.
Yeah, I like this. Take a little more time. Big shot here on the 3, and one that's definitely missable.
People always resist change, as you know. So when we went from ESPN mandated that we go 2-shot, just to 1 foul. And so if we wanted to be on TV, we had to kind of concede that. They left it in for the break, assuming that's where luck was. As it turns out, that's not true. But anyway, but the guys that played that, it was such a strategic, skillful game. And like a guy like Louis Roberts, he could just tie you up in knots because he was a tremendous shot maker and then would push out the shots you wouldn't want to shoot. And then he would just aggressively attack them, kind of look like Filler at times. And then, he could hurt you behind it because he could take chances due to the fact that he's going to pocket the ball, and he would manufacture runouts from nowhere. Be a flurry of tough shots.
That's a little authority. Maybe going to take a timeout here.
And not a bad idea.
No, not at all.
7-2, you still have a chance. You want to give it your best effort after playing 10 days straight.
Yeah, it looks like there was a tournament in Indonesia as well.
Now stands 7 games.
Didn't know about that. Kind of forgot about it happening. So that's another reason why we're missing a few of the.
I think that Ruiz is there.
Yeah.
Gachi's probably there. You know, a few of the
Yeah,
other.
there was a tournament in Chinese Taipei before that. All right, he's got to get this going. Probably knows it. Not the one that I think he wants. We've seen it very hot and cold on this table, and even when the 10-foot was here at times, very hot and cold on the break.
Yeah, early yesterday when we were broadcasting, there was tons of racks that were just splitting open where there was, a ball or two go in. There's no clutter. Guys are running, racks from the break.
I think I'd take a chance of going behind the 4 here, Mark. I think the 1's got to hit the 6 off the cushion and just kind of slowly go behind the 4 as best I can. You got the 2 as cover. You're going to leave the 1 down table. Very difficult to get on the 2, even if you leave a shot. Just a little talent here. Let up on it a little bit, but maybe a hair fortunate to leave this difficult of a shot.
Yeah, rolling along, as Scott Kiddo used to say.
I think that was the right shot percentage-wise. Now,
I
of course,
agree.
he didn't execute how he wanted, but normally he would, actually. That's another reason why I think it's a good shot is with him shooting it. All right, trying to edge this ball, run 3 rails behind the 2-ish. Oh, he could hit that side. Been really good tactically, but the last couple have gotten away. It's a cross-side bank that definitely goes. He can stun down the table if he wants. Can put him behind the 7 pretty easily. Yeah, I kind of like the bank myself, but he played the cross. Ooh,
Oh, he hit it so
both
good. It
points.
hit both points but didn't drop.
All right. So a chance to really win 2 games consecutively here in this final match, which hasn't happened yet for Pijus. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Nothing's working out. Everything's turns out as poorly as it possibly could have. The position on the 2 in one of the previous racks where he tangled up and then played a good safe and lost that, and then here he's got a pretty makeable 1. Bumps the 2, and you can see a 8 ball right in between them. Oh, great shot! Good, yeah.
It's going to get funny here, but still. Okay, it opened up enough. I think he can get. The problem here is if he gets thin on the 4, So he's got to maybe really spin his ball here. Maybe go twice across. Yeah, nice shot.
Oh boy.
Not getting any easier though.
Once you get out of line, it can really snowball on you.
Yeah, and just don't take your eye off a shot like this because you're kind of jamming it. Oh wow, man, really got a lot out of that.
Yeah.
And this is another one that's kind of tricky. You can pull off the rail because you don't want to be super thin on the 6. So you're not going to cinch this. Oh, really nice. It's like he's trying to make himself stronger is what I feel, shooting some balls in with authority. Almost will himself stronger.
Yeah. You see guys do that too. I can remember at times where it's almost like a boxer having the manager slap them in the face or something. They just force themselves to a run out, and they kind of get their good rhythm back, and then they're back to staying in line.
Yeah, I wonder if he might change his break position. I doubt it. Maybe. Tell you what, you gotta tip your hat to that guy though. He's showing some heart. turning in one bit. There's a kick shot on the 2.
Hmm.
Rack 11, Labutis to break, 3 games to 7.
Seven three. Labutis breaking, but trailing in the match.
Yeah, the 1's is just going like the same low every time, too. So that's a little odd to me, meaning, you know, the players aren't going to make it a lot and then consistently hit it to the low place every time, you know, unless they're not hitting the ball how they want. That's just not what these guys do, that, you know, over and over.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like we saw in the 10 balls, some of those second balls going straight over to the middle rail instead of towards the side pocket. This has got to go a little bit to make things comfortable to get to the 3. Eek. I think he got just enough to go past the side. Very, very close. Doesn't want to play the 2 in the corner. Coming across for the 3 really doesn't make sense. Does he have to maybe stun this a hair? No, he had it the whole way. Okay, don't be afraid to go underneath on the 4 if it passes the 6. I think it may make things a little easier than getting up above.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you have to get into this 3 ball to get above it, and you could certainly lose the speed. And it looks like the 4 plays pretty nicely all the way down the rail.
Yeah, trying to travel the cue ball that far, and then if you land a little awkward, you still have to travel a lot. So if you go forward here, it's a very conservative play. He went this route.
And he opened it up, though, which was smart. Didn't try to come too tight across the 7.
Great shot.
Definitely hard to argue it, but occasionally it'll get away from you. Well, he's got to make a nice one here on the 6 to get probably back for the side, so the speed's got to be good. Good thing is the cue ball should be away from the rail. That looks pretty nice.
Yeah, real nice control. Nice break and run out there. 7-4. Labutis breaking on the comeback trail.
Rack 12, Labutis to break.
The 1 ball ranged into the side pocket on that side of the table.
And gonna probably see Josh at the table here. Hard one to go for, both the bank and the cut. Can you easily float behind the 9 here? Kind of hit the 2 a little thick, bringing it to the end rail, and just kind of use your skills. Come 1 rail behind the 6-9-4. Looks pretty easy. Is he going behind the 5? Nice shot. been really good in that department.
Yeah. Okay, Josh, 0 for 3 on his last three two-rail kicks.
Kind of elevating, trying to create a little angle maybe. Wow.
I would never even dream of betting 0 for 4.
Well, it's amazing, too, because, I think he's kind of become one of the better kickers without knowing all of them. Who knows all of them? A few of the guys, Efren, I guess, but he's been really good in that department the last year or so, 2 years.
Feels to me like he's trying to do something extra that, is taking him out of hitting those balls, because you certainly would never bet on him missing 4 in a row.
All right, looks like he'll probably go inside here. Top inside, just a hair left. Doesn't need much. Ball checked nicely. Looking for a 7-5 here now, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Labutis got
just a few minutes ago.
3 or 4 in a row. And looks re-energized.
Yeah, he got a game back on the board in rack number 9. Took a timeout. Had to play a few safeties and some nice shots, but it's gotten 4 in a row and right back in it. Now, he played much thinner on the 1 in the last break, so we'll see if that was maybe by design. If he does that again, maybe kind of taking a little chance with the cue ball. I'll tell you, the last person I saw really do that over and over and over was SVB the last time he won the U.S. Open. He broke the balls with this break box and the 9 on the spot and 3-point rule, I believe it was, but he played the cue ball underneath the rack every time. So you gamble a little bit, maybe cause a scratch. Hard to get a shot. Yeah, he's playing it thinner on purpose, Mark. Trying to definitely get a little more action on the 1.
He has a shot here.
It's scary to play it thinner and know you're coming underneath the rack. I mean, but and not only that, the kisses, but sometimes just hard to get a shot. He's got to make a nice one here. Now he should be able to float this in, I think, with some right English. Could use no English, playing before the side. It's all preference.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
He's gotten a little thin here. So I don't know if he can hold it to get kind of straight on the 4, maybe even the good angle coming up the side rail. He may have to.
Ooh.
So he cheated a little bit, got straight. Gonna have to take a bit of a cut on the 5. don't know if he can level out here. Mark might get away from him. May have to kind of hit downward on this to try and kill it a little bit off the side rail.
Yeah. And, you know, we're so used to these guys playing perfect. This is a missable ball, but we don't see him miss it. So, great.
Well, he threw that in with a little right as well. All right, should use the second rail here. No reason to try and avoid it. Likes to shoot these in with speed.
Seven, 6. Wow. Hey, what was it? Was it 7-2?
Well, it was 7-1.
7-1.
And he won a game and took that
Yeah.
timely timeout. And ever since then has won 4 more in a row.
Labutis at 6.
Now real close on the TPAs, 899 for Filler. First time he's dropped below 900 since yesterday, I think. And 885 for Labutis, coming way up.
Here's a good example.
Ball's pocketed pretty close, 62 to 54. 7 errors made apiece. Those extra 8 balls, that shows you the 7-6 score line, the break performance. Pretty close between the two. Filler definitely break better in this set than he did the last. So again, I think he's definitely playing the 1 a little thinner. Cue ball should track below the 9. Seems like the 1's coming off with a little more speed off that 3 ball as well, tracking towards the side pocket. And it came short. Of course, he hit it more across the spot with the cue ball. So,
Look at the 2.
yeah, UGLY on that one.
Oh, then 8 ball, or is that the 4 ball? Yeah, it's the 4 ball lodged up on the 9 in a ugly fashion, too.
I think there's a kiss shot on the 8, though. I mean, if he can get out to the center, I don't think the kiss shot on the 8 off the 2 is bad at all. I think if you get to the center somewhat close, you can hold the speed. About to say, I couldn't imagine Filler taking on a big chance at the moment right now. Trying to rip that 1 ball. Now he's gotten behind this, so very difficult to play the billiard unless you're going to play it with speed. And let the cue ball and the 2 kind of come up table.
That'd break out the 4 for him if he wanted to be hyper aggressive, but I don't think that's the way he's been playing this.
I wouldn't hit it.
Look at, he is. No.
Yeah, I
Yes,
thought
he
he could
is.
play it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he just got a little thinner, so he had to drag the ball to hold the 2. But I'll tell you what, he's pretty perfect if he wants to go around the 3 to get the cut in the side to go follow right into the 4-9. Like here, you just hit a little light. You need a little more bounce here.
Yeah, his speed was quite a bit off there.
But if he just gets another foot, he's really comfortable cutting the 3 in the side and going into the 4. I think he still does it, but it becomes a more missable ball now. Yeah, and he couldn't control the hit on the 4 as well from that distance on the 3. He had to concentrate on the 3 ball.
Look where the 4 got. The worst possible place.
Yeah, and that was just a little unlucky, but just a little off with his speed on from the 2 to the 3. Again, 1 rail probably. Tries to kick this in.
Saw a ball like this kicked in earlier. It was a little bit tougher. He hit it. He sold out. We're going to be a good chance to be 7-7 now.
Yeah, real good chance. I was going to say it earlier, but it seemed like not a possibility at one point. But why don't we just go all the way to the wire and get the most out of this
That's right.
2024 Derby?
I like it.
Fall a little straight here. He's going to have probably draw his ball. He could go forward for a little angle on the side. Drawing above the 6, not a problem, though. Man, he's just falling an inch here.
I know.
There. I mean,
the both sets too is
Yeah.
just he's just been that little tiny thing that makes it so much harder.
Well, he can draw all the way to the end rail, but the way this lays, I mean, if he hits it really good, he could accidentally snatch it in the corner. All right, he punched it out there enough.
Good work.
Man, but 25 hours in, you're not wanting to have to shoot that.
Right.
The 6 get to the 7 to the 9 like that, but heck of a shot.
All right. There it is, 7-7. Kind of getting a little vigor in here now. I like it.
Otis is the ref.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, you had yours in your era. I mean, ours were pretty similar in some respects, but I know there were certain guys, they beat me quite a few times before I beat them, certain ones. And
Yeah.
it just became a little easier to beat them after I got them once, and I'm sure Pijus has beaten Filler before, though. I mean, you would figure they played a lot, but you know, even if you look at it in this final kind of situation or deep in the tournament, would do a heck of a lot for his mental. Not sure. And checking to see. If the 9 was on the spot, I guess. It's the only thing I could imagine.
Shout out to Jack Zimmerman, probably the best table mechanics in the United States, if you ask me. He's tuned in up in the Batesville, Indiana area. Sends a thank you. What's going on here? Something distracted him. Oh, there's a guy on the phone.
Yeah.
All right. Sir, would you object? It is 7-7 here. But it was his wife, so he did have to take that call. Race to 2 from here. 1 ball's down.
Yeah.
Looks like he's getting a shot. He is getting a shot.
He's getting a great shot.
Wow.
A little flat, but yeah, he went low with the cue ball again that time and drained that one. So, boy, big shot here, and it's really awkward.
It is.
High inside doesn't look very good. High left doesn't look very good. Drawing it, it's hard to pound it 2 rails. I'll tell you, if he could just get a cut on the 3 somewhere where the cue ball's at now, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Now, I'm not sure the 4 passes the 8. The 5 doesn't pass the 7. I wonder what he's doing here. Is he pounding it 2 rails short side on the 3?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, he got a lot out of it.
Man. Great hit. Great hit. Maintained an angle here to get to the 4.
Yeah. He's going to want to fall below in between the 7-9 to play the 5 in the side. Off the 4, that's what I would shoot for, I think. Even more than coming 1 rail cross for the 5 by the 9.
Right.
Yeah. It's a pretty open ball from below, that 5 in the side is. It's kind of in between. I think he's actually perfect. Just now has to apply a little right English to run 2 rails at the 5.
Oh, you think it's flat enough he can go 2 rails to the end rail?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with some right spin.
I thought that led him to the 7 ball a little bit more. 'Cause
I think he can get
but
to
maybe,
the middle
yeah,
diamond
you're
at
probably
least.
right. You generally are. So,
Oh, he let up on it just a little bit.
golly.
That's why the 4 caught fat.
Oh,
When you let up, it doesn't deflect how you want.
I like to take a moment. Yeah, good idea. Get a little powder. Think about what happened there and let that go and then step up and make a great shot here.
Yeah, like before, is he going towards the side with the cue ball if he plays the 5 in the corner? You may see him float this in the side and go past the 6 for the 6 in the same side pocket. Now it looks like he's going on with the corner. So he's going to put a little stroke on this and go on down. You don't want to roll this easy.
Oh, he staggered it home, but it's still a great shot from where he was.
Yeah, he committed to the stroke. If you bunt that ball, if you poke at it, that ball's going to stand up most likely.
Yeah.
Or, the outer table, maybe it stands up. But
Man, very courageous shot. Now no letdown. You want to finish this rack up.
He's not settling either. Got prime position here. Just going to stun one rail right at the 8. Well, this will be some 7 games in a row. On the spin, as they say overseas. Or on the trot. 7 on the trot.
Nice.
So he should pull up the rail from this angle.
Yeah, got the rail a little bit. Gonna have to make a shot here.
Yeah, and when you're fatigued and the nerves are high, that pulling the ball up the rail, is a shot that a lot will stay away from, and you can't hardly blame them.
Yeah.
Just got enough on this cue ball to make himself a real big favorite. He's been shooting most of these with a high ball. I would suspect with the extension on there, it'd be the same.
Beautiful.
Has never led either one of these sets until now. Pretty amazing, really, Mark.
Yeah.
Look at Josh Filler knows they're both on the cusp of winning this event. Labutis just a little closer. There's our TPAs. Labutis now over 900 at 905. Ball's pocketed the same. One more error for Josh Filler. And that really is the difference. Breaking stats pretty similar. 0 scratches on the break, so you want to keep that a goose egg here if you're Pijus. These stands have been full, more than full the entire week, so it's been a little taxing for some of them here tonight, so we've lost a few, but we've gained a few here in the morning as well.
Yeah. People surprised, I think, and
Yeah.
I'm sure our stream audience has grown too. Starting to range in on the 1 on the side. There it is. Got a kiss.
Oh, my.
Tucked up on the 9. Darn. Well, that's good because we want to go the distance anyway. We don't want to.
Yeah, he's going to have to push out to a kick here. I don't really see any other option. You're not going to challenge Josh to win the tournament. You're going to take your chances, him kicking or you kicking. I'd roll out and bump the 3 a little bit, I think, Mark. Just keep the full snooker behind the 9. It's not that hard of a kick, so you may not get it back, but it's not the worst shot to get back and feel okay about. I just can't imagine. Do you see anywhere else? I mean, you could push by the 5, I guess, but man, I hate to leave it in Josh's hands there.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to challenge him right now. Josh is just looking to get any crack of light to shoot at because just rely on his talent.
Yeah. The 3 gives you a nice little, reference to hold the cue ball. Could give you a ball that you end up backdoor safetying off this kick.
All right.
So I think that's the best play. I mean, percentage-wise, you probably get it back, but
it's most unpleasant for Josh to want to take this on. Labutis is forced to play it, so a little easier then.
And it's a little uncomfortable, I bet, for Josh to give it back. He knows that this has got some merit, this kick. Now, how are you going to play it? You're going to play with a rolling ball to where the cue ball just rolls off the 2, or are you going to play with a little more speed where the cue ball might kind of hug off the 2 and go to the bottom rail? The 4-5 there and the 8, you may play the rolling ball. All right, that's the scratch you want to avoid.
The shot he was trying, it could have played the 9 into the 3. You had a pretty big target there with that route, but this is the other part. If you miss it by a fragment, then the cue ball can scratch off the 3. So
that's why I thought with the 8 on the side rail and the 4-5, he may play just a rolling ball and just try to roll the 2 over to the rail. But again, you can't falter the way he played it. That's the normal way to play it. Well, he knows he needs a little inside here.
rolling along here, shaping up for 8-8. Oh, boy.
And it's really going to be the break shot most likely. And it's been a little hit and miss for our definite #1 player of the 10 days here at the Derby. Is he coming a long ways back? No, he must be able to reach it, I guess, but he'll probably stun across, may draw up the rail. Ooh, he kind of let up on that one a little bit. Gave it a little look to the stands. Definitely more of a tester than I imagined.
Drilled it home.
I'm sure it'd be a little handshake between the two guys if there wasn't already. Oh, looks like Josh is going to take a timeout at Hill Hill.
Have it any other way.
All right,
All
both
right, ladies and
players.
gentlemen, here it is, the final rack. Let's give it up for these two fierce competitors.
And a nice handshake between the players. Eddie O'Donnell, of course, describing the moment to our fans. I'm sure everyone's awake here in the arena for this case game.
Yeah. Something that would be ugly is to 9-ball on the break here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know,
I would like to see the match.
I wouldn't say it'd be fitting for sure, but
could happen.
Could happen. There it is, 625. I mean, it really is just the stats are really just about identical for both players. Josh going to stick to the cue ball a little more towards the center. So definitely playing more of the 1 than the corner ball. The 1 hit both points.
Well, there's going to be a little play here anyway.
It goes. The 1 goes.
Yep.
So and that's a perfect angle to slide over for the 2 to slide up the rail for the 3. I mean, really from the 2 to the 3 to the 4 mark, still a lot of work, but it's there. I think this is a little straighter than what we think, but I think it is enough to get over.
Good shot there.
And this is really ideal. You don't want to come all the way down. You want to hold that angle just past the side probably. But it's a little funny because, you know, getting on the 4 how you would like to, the 7's a little impeding. You would like that inside English to catch that rail a little past the 7, but so we'll see. He may play short side on the 4, come straight down between the 7-8. We'll see what he does on the 3.
Yeah, I like the short side position the best because you're never going to be hooked that way.
And he got more out of it. Now he has a little more control if he wants to stun. But I still am not in love with the 2 rails. I kind of feel like he might come on top of the 4, unless you kind of warp it, like make it bend a little with the high ball. But
yeah, the 7's right in the way for 2 rails to be real good. And it doesn't mean that you couldn't get there, but it means you're going to be very near the 4 when you approach it. You don't have a wide position zone. So I think high right as opposed to the stun.
right.
He's going high
And
left.
he's going to worry about the 9 coming out.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
He's going to get there, though.
Look at that shot.
But that's okay, though. That's kind of the same thing as what we were talking about.
Yeah.
You're not really putting inside on the ball. You're just getting through the ball a little bit.
Boy, what a nice shot that was.
Yeah, and everything played tricky. If you stun backwards off the 3, you can
very.
get on the 4 below the 9, but then you fall straight on the 4 and you can't get on the 5. So just kind of like a lot of the 2 matches, he's had a lot of tricky outs, but he's fighting through it. Ooh, that's got to go.
Oh, he hit it real rough and then kind of let up on it after that great shot.
Yeah, maybe getting a little too concerned with perfect. You know, if you happen to fall straight in on that, you know, that's pretty unlucky, but you can't end up short.
He made the great shot on the, yeah, exactly. You know, perfect's always in play. So you always have to ration out. Do I not want to be short? Do I not want to be long? And here, you definitely don't want to be short. If he goes long, as good a shot maker as he is, he can still do something. Here, now he's reduced to having to play safe.
Well, I don't know about having just yet. I mean, I think there's a half chance he tries to dice this in. This is a very difficult safety.
Yeah, no, true that.
You ain't getting the. I think he dices this in or tries to.
Okay. Yeah, you were right. Man. It just looks so tough from where we were at.
It's funny, he played it with a hair of inside. A little bit of left English. I don't know if Josh can play from above here. He's going to have to probably play short side on the 6. And I was watching Josh a little bit the first couple shots, and I don't think he thought he was getting back to the table.
Right.
May get a little thin over the 9 here.
All right. So this is what we wanted. We want some tension in here. Keep us awake for sure.
This is where Josh is so good, really, about the ball in front of him. He'll go a little longer off the 2 rails and get thinner on the 7 just to make sure he ices this 6.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Wow.
And I don't know if there's enough strength in this young man for one of his kind of noted shouts, but I think he'll muster one up if he happens to get out here.
Match ball. Oh, well done. Feller the killer. Yeah, not much strength. He didn't beat his chest or anything.
Yeah.
As we've seen before. Pretty nice audience here. Oh, there he goes. All right. Man, what a week.
He might hug everyone in the crowd for hanging out and pulling him in on this one. But hats off to Labutis. What a tournament he played. Only person that beat him was the guy that pretty much won every banner.
Oh, you're right about that. I mean, what an incredible performance by both players. Labutis. Oh. Yeah, just incredible. He fought back. He was 7-1 behind and fought back to get ahead, 8-7, and had his chance in this rack. Just came up a little short. had to play a most uncomfortable shot. And you know, Jeremy, we've had a tremendous week of pool, and upon reaching the end, there is a sense of sentimentality for some of us that might not have that many derbies left. But we generally want to thank everyone for allowed us to share time this week with them, and that concludes our broadcast day. So long, until next time.